Breaking news, Saintontas is about to go all out. Iru, play a Kasande high elo montage.
I did 9 TP there. I think that was a 369 TP. Ginza ult up. Zeus is cooking. Faker's cooking. Need a reset for Guma. Oh, Faker! Q3 flashes the Aphelios. Oh, Ruler's cooking though. Guma! Guma! Oh, Guma!
Bwah, bwah. They add like some funk music. Bwah, 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 up in there, right? Welcome back. So, as a man to my word, this is going to be day 3 of our Saintontas files. Previously, we've introduced and discussed the topic of Saintontas and its art of body shaming. The day before that, we have discussed Saintontas and its art of echo chamber farming, or how he bans all of his communities, right? Today's topic, right? We are gonna do this little similar format for all the files we are gonna be dropping. So the first portion, we're just gonna take a quick update as to what's gonna be happening behind the scenes, like Saintontas' line of defense, and then I draw the files afterwards to take a look into what is he gonna be able to address or not address, right? Here is essentially what happened yesterday. So courtesy to my chat, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Alright, and in Saintontas' Infinite Wisdom, MrPokke did not stream yesterday because MrPokke cried.
Calling everything out.
Because I failed. Miserably. It will be a content so irresistible.
He has a girlfriend? No, he doesn't. He's crying right now. He gave up, that's why.
I gave up. That's why I didn't stream yesterday.
Why did he stream yesterday, though?
Because I gave up. Yep. I gave up.
He's crying right now, bro. That's a new narrative. He
that
took the
is
day
a
off
very
to
new
go
narrative.
cry because his plan didn't work.
Yep. So that was the reason why we did not stream yesterday. Because according to Saintontas, the purveyor of truth, my plan failed, and I cried, so I didn't stream, right? And yet here I am with yet another day. I know, right? V days probably don't mean too much to majority. Not even just Saintontas. Hey, chat, y'all are gacha players. A Daria giving you a box of chocolate, right? A Cyrene giving you a box of chocolate. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, though, right? Yep. Am I abusing my chat? Ooh. Okay, let's just get on to the main thing, right? Let's just get on to the main thing. And this is, in fact, going to be the main thing, right? So this basically happened the day that I didn't stream. Alright, which was yesterday, Feb the 14th. As of right now, I mean, it's technically the 16th now because it's 12 AM, but we started streaming on the 15th. So, in Saintontas' Infinite Wisdom, he has decided to bring my very own mother into the line of argument, just like how he brought in Fob Master's girlfriend.
Next time you try to height shame me, I'm gonna bring Lily into it. You won't like that one, bucko. Hey, you talk about my height, I'll talk about our girlfriend. Our.
He is like, well, he is really moving. And then he's like, they're in the water and like...
What?
Oh, yeah, ooh.
What? Is that...
Because she's like your fucking chat's girlfriend, too, at this point. You guys are so fucking parasocial.
I think bro's actually autistic.
And guess what, guys? I'm in Bob's chat.
But what? Bro's like actually autistic.
Or Ryuuku Sensei's wife and kids, right?
He's acting like a 12-year-old. Be me. He's doing a 4chan green text. Ryuuku is doing a 4chan green text. Keep that in mind. I want you to keep that in mind. It's a 4chan green text. Let's just read line by line. Be me collabs with 10 plus other CCs in the works. Friends with JP streamers and also doing vids with them coming soon. And this is the big one. Remember, he's doing 4chan green text. Living in Japan with a wife and daughter that love me. If they did, I don't think you'd be making this post. Because people that are loved don't make posts like this. What a bitch. What a nasty, vile fucking cunt. What?
So let's take a look at what Saintontas has to say over here.
I can't care about the fact that his mother will not have a place to live. It's really unfortunate. I wish I didn't have to, but he should have thought about this before doing the things he said. Is that fair now? I can't.
So basically, to kind of translate this a little bit, I have you in direct quotations over here. I can't care about the fact that his mother will not have a place to live. All right. Now, you could take this as like, however you want to spin it, right? How do you want to interpret? How do you want to insinuate? How do you want to do whatever it's going to be? Feel free.
Guys, I feel like we have to unban him, because if we don't, he's going to find another hobby. And I feel like that one might involve an AR-15 and a public gathering space. Like, Jesus Christ. Offensive? You said I would... Oh, I didn't say that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He didn't say that?
Whoa, whoa, hold up.
He did not say that.
I did not say that. Whoa, whoa,
Yep.
whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I did not say that.
Whoa.
Holy moly.
Whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa, whoa.
Are we just making stuff up right now?
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
boy.
Whoa,
Oh, boy. So now
whoa.
we're trying to mass report after
Whoa.
making stuff up? You said he would get an AR-15 and bring it to
Whoa.
a public gathering. Yeah, are shooting ranges not public? Isn't a public shooting range kind of one of the only places you can bring an AR-15?
So, notice what he did. He insinuated if you don't unban him, he might go to a public place with an AR-15. And then once he got caught by his viewers, what he was insinuating, whoa, 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 like an ambulance, whoa, 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 is that he never ever said that, which he didn't on paper, right? He insinuated it. So he can turn the narrative into exactly what he wants, and you are the one that is misrepresenting his arguments. Because that's not what he said. What he actually meant to say was bring it to a public shooting range. Because that's definitely what he meant to say. Exceptional performance, Mr. Saintontas.
And you want to know what I have to say about that? All I did was compare Meigi, a childlike character, to Rosia, another childlike character. And if you're going ahead and you're the individual that's trying to go to the next level with that, if you're trying to imply that there's a deeper meaning to that, all I said is he's a fan of Meigi and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual that's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF, you're essentially saying that every fan of Meigi or every fan of Rosia is a PDF. That is literally what you're saying.
Notice how he uses the words. That is literally what you're saying. If you're saying what you say, when in his own black and white, I said if he was a fan of Meigi, no wonder he E6 Russia. They are both clearly childlike. So he has this amazing ability to spin a narrative into what you are saying. Not what he is insinuating, but what you are saying. So he will always stay around in this backline. That's why Twitch is an 80 carry, right? You want to stay in the backline. You don't really want to get into the battlefield, and you want to essentially insinuate things. So when they say what you are insinuating, it's their fault. Exceptional showcase for endgame performance by Mr. Saintontas. I'll leave it up to you guys, but those are gonna be his direct words, which is gonna be a pretty bold statement, if I can say so myself. Now, if you guys are wondering, right, maybe Saintontas viewers, right, maybe I took that out of context, or like I was just lying, or I was misrepresenting what Mr. Saintontas was saying, here is gonna be a slightly longer clip for context, which is gonna be provided to me by none other than one of my favorite mods of all time, Sarah of the Lake. All right, let's take a look over here. So this is gonna be a little bit more context.
I can't care about the fact that his mother will not have a place to live. It's really unfortunate. I wish I didn't have to, but he should have thought about this before doing the things he said. Is that fair now? Maybe I missed some of the information. I mean, his family has nothing to do with him. No, they do, because, well, they live in his...
Let's hear it again.
No, they do, because, well, they live in his house, and if he loses the house, well, it is what it is.
So that's his own words, right? When one of his own viewers said his family has nothing to do with it, Saintontas proceeded to say, no, it does. Because if I were to lose the house, then my mom will not have a place to live. That's how he draws his parallels to line up his arguments. Very, very essential. Or unless I misrepresented what you're trying to say again. All right, let's continue.
He 100% should have thought about that. He should have thought about the fact that he's caring about more people. He is providing for more than himself. And if you do something, right, on behalf of your own selfish actions and you end up hurting the people that depend on you, that is your fault. It is his fault. I cannot feel sorry if his family unfortunately suffers something because of the decisions he decided to make.
So there's the full clip. All right. Now, if I wanted to, right? If I really wanted to play on Mr. Buckle's level, I could also say the same thing, right? Right? Yo, Saintontas' family and how they are gonna be suffering from the consequences of Saintontas' action because of how he made his career, yada, yada, yada. I could also be like, oh my god, Saintontas is going out on my family and I'm gonna rage and I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna sympathy for him. I'm gonna be a professional victim and everybody feels bad for me because he's going... Yo, Saintontas, feel free to continue doing that, all right? Because I don't need myself to become like emotional or crash out or saying this is too far because you're bringing my mom, because the world can do that for me, all right? Anyone with above room temperature IQ, unless you're taunting, they can see essentially exactly the kind of person you are. And I've already far before you even like think about making this line of argument, I already expected you to say every possible thing to try and get under my nerve, right? So unfortunately, you are not gonna be able to get a raise out of me, right? You can't really get me, oh my god, I am so angry, right? So instead, those Saintontas, right? Instead, what my question to you is going to be this, all right? Saintontas, you wouldn't mind me showing the world that you are willing to go as far as weaponizing the death of a real-life infant to fuel gacha tribalism. This is, in fact, a real tweet. Now, you might be wondering, right? You might be wondering, oh, I took this out of context. Because that's what your chatters are saying. Alright? He took it way too serious. Mr. Dookie did not understand. It was a shit post, right? Here is the thing though. I know exactly what is the context. I know exactly what you were referring to. And I know exactly why it made you say these words at that exact moment. But I am actually not going to drop this just yet. I want to just feel the pressure a little bit, right? I want to feel a little bit more heat that's gonna be coming, because at this point, it's starting to rise up. Right? It's starting to rise up. What I will say for today's files, right? This is not even today's files, right? This is not even today's files. The file that I want to hopefully see if Saintontas can address is this file right here. You would remember this, right, Saintontas? You would remember this. So this is the file that we are gonna be taking a look today, which is the accusations of other content creators, specifically on the lines of them being a PDF. And we will take a look at no other than the incident in which you have started with your PDF amplifications against Jenazad.
All I said is he's a fan of Meigi and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual that's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF, you're essentially saying that every fan of Meigi or every fan of Rosia is a PDF. That is literally what you're saying.
Now, Saintontas, it will take me 10 seconds to dismantle your very original point, which is basically saying that I called you this word, which also has, alright chat, best part, right? Saintontas actually has a defense for this community note. His defense was, I summoned my viewers to brigade this post. Yep, The community notes was compromised. It was compromised by MrPokke's community to the point where this is lie. This is in fact a lie, right? Because MrPokke has more Twitter clout than Saintontas. I mean, hey, you are looking at the man that joined the picture and got 1 million views, right? So MrPokke is definitely in his element. So his defense was basically, no, this is a lie. It's irrelevant. Doesn't make sense. MrPokke accused me of horrific crimes in these thumbnails, right? Now, it will take me really quickly to dismantle this, and let's take a look right here. Show transcript. Okay, so this is gonna be our transcript. Now, let's take a look. So it happened 4 times in our entire video for this word, as well as 0 times in this entire video for this word, which is why the thumbnail in question was using this word initially. So let's see what happened at this particular timestamp. Can we see that?
Trash. This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail. This is like...
You hear it?
Suck. They're trash. This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail.
That was your voice. Those words came out from your mouth. So that's number 1, right? That's number 1. Let's take a look at number 2, okay? Listen.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be real here. This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail.
So, okay, this is a horrible thing. I didn't laugh. So that was also you, right? That's you. Those were also your words. Okay, so now let's go on to number 3. All right, let's go on to number 3. All right, let's see. Chat. If you laugh, this is not Saintontas.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be real here. This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail.
And now last but certainly not least, our 4th instance in the entire video, right? This is our 4th instance. Hey, chat. If you laugh, you know what? Let's just play it.
This is like somebody getting raped and they go to jail. I'm just gonna be...
So that is basically my entire video. All right, you can feel free to take my transcripts, feel free to search, feel free to see whatever you guys want to see. If Saintontas can ever find a single instance in which I called him this particular term, I stop everything immediately. All right, so that is pretty much me dismantling and addressing Saintontas' claims. Now, with that being out of the way, let's talk about this. All right, hopefully, since I have addressed you, Mr. Saintontas, hopefully you can go ahead and address me, right? I said if I was a fan of Meigi, no wonder he would add 6 Rokia. They are both clearly childlike. So what seems to be the context for this picture over here? Is it here? Yes. All right. Recap time.
Want to know what I have to say about that? All I did was compare Meigi, a childlike character, to Rosia, another childlike character. And if you're going ahead and you're the individual that's trying to go to the next level with that, if you're trying to imply that there's a deeper meaning to that, all I said is he's a fan of Meigi and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual that's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF, you're essentially saying that every fan of Meigi or every fan of Rosia is a PDF. That is literally what you're saying.
That's his defense. Because this was basically the follow-up on what happened when Saintontas tweeted out the apology for Jenazad, right? Because he did in fact have an apology, which is going to be referring to this tweet over here, right? After taking some time to reflect, Jenna didn't deserve this joke. It was, in fact, a joke. like bro's entire career, I wanted an opportunity to take shots at both Meigi and Jenazad, but what Meigi's done is far worse than Jenna, so creating an implication between two was unfair for Jenazad. I reviewed his downplaying of her drama as especially distasteful after her active brigade. Oh, you would know about brigading. Oh, Saintontas. Wait, you would know about brigading, won't you? This is you saying you would know about brigading and sabotaging your reputation. Wait, is this you? Hold up. I just want to make it like absolutely like no misrepresentation, right? There's no misrepresentation here. You would know about brigading, Saintontas. Not once, but twice. So this is the first case where he literally asked his audience, please help me report CJ's channel, as you can see right here.
Down, we'll be asking for reports every day. Yeah. It's too late, brother. It's too late. I'm gonna ask people to report your channel every day. I just need to
Yep, gonna ask, and then this is gonna be the same clip as a follow-up.
Let's go ahead. Let's report the whole channel and reference these videos when we can. That'll be my ask of you guys, because these two thumbnails are just, I don't even care anymore. Like, I think after making these two thumbnails and uploading these videos, I'm okay with somebody's channel getting, like, deleted.
Yep, and then that was the first attempt of trying to brigade his community, and the second attempt is after he received a DM from YouTube chat telling him to report the channel. Oh, this is great. Never did it explicitly tell him to mass report one's channel, because that would directly conflict with YouTube's TOS, and that is gonna be brigading, which is exactly what he did right here.
Whoa! YouTube told us to mass report! YouTube told us to mass report the channel! So I guess it's allowed, boys! YouTube told us to mass report his channel, boys! We got permission! Dude, report the fuck out of his channel! Do it right now!
This is a crazy fitting song, by the way. Oh, wait, chat. I need to pause on the song. The timing is just way too good. But, yeah, so Saintontas, it appears that you would definitely know about brigading. Because, damn, this happened on the 24th of April, 2025, man. Less than 1 year later. Interesting. Following up a little bit more with how many CCs have made jokes about Jenazad's S6 Rokia in the past, I found a fair play. You got proof? Wait, chat. I think you guys need to see the context of essentially what was the joke that Saintontas made. Okay, Saintontas. So, according to you, many CCs have made jokes about Jenazad's S6 Rokia in the past, and you found it fair play. This is the joke in question. Alright, this is the joke in question.
No wonder he S6 Rosia.
I think you guys might have missed out his facial movements a little bit. Let's just hear that again.
No wonder he S6 Rosia.
Yeah, Ed, remember to zoom in on that facial expression, right? So that was a joke, right? That was basically the joke that Saintontas has made back then. But linking that to Meigi is what took it. Oh, it was the linking it to Meigi that took it too far. So if you didn't link it to Meigi, it's gonna be fine then, right? We can just go ahead and throw around all these implications because it's a joke, right? Because it's a joke for you, right? And again, he didn't deserve the associations and the implications that came from that. So this happened 24th April 2025. Now, Saintontas, if you truly did not mean to, imply Jenazad to be a PDF, would you then kindly mind explaining, addressing a couple of these footages of your more recent streams, right, on a recent timeline after your apology, right here.
And you want to know what I have to say about that? All I did was compare Meigi, a childlike character, to Rosia, another childlike character. And if you're going...
So this is directly after his apology, right? This is directly after the apology. Okay, I'm not gonna play again, but essentially it's basically saying that you are the ones implying. Alright, you are the ones implying that Jenazad is gonna be a PDF because of the ties to the Essex Rokia as well as the child creator, right? It's you. So that was him last time. We do have this little clip over here, which is going to be not really Jenazad, but Arikado.
Is it surprising that Arikado is fond of the community of child anime lovers when a direct quote from his video is this?
I live in an area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
And I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that. Guys, look, guys, believe me.
Area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
And I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that. And I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that. I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that. I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that. I'm pretty sure he's taken great use of that.
Mind addressing what you're trying to imply here? What do you mean by I am pretty sure he's taken great use of it? Continuing.
Guys, look, guys, believe me, I'm
Alright,
not
give me
a
a
freak.
section.
The area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
Guys, I promise he's not a freak, right? He's not weird. But once again,
The area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
but then again, he's also the same retard that put this in his video.
The area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
Yeah, I wonder why he knows that. You're obsessed with lying and children. I'd rather be obsessed with metrics and success than the age of consent numbers in states.
Wait, did I get that right? Hold up.
Wonder why he knows that. You're obsessed with lying and children. I'd rather be obsessed with metrics and success than the age of consent numbers in states.
You rather be more concerned with metrics and views, right? Your views, your numbers, than the age of consent being 16. Oh.
The area in the United States where the age of consent law is 16.
I bet you know the other 49 states too. Gotta be ready for vacation, you know what I mean? I bet you know the other 49 states too. Gotta be ready for vacation, you know what I mean?
Full context. MrPokke is from Singapore. I have no idea how US laws and all that kind of stuff work, but that is gonna be an example for Mr. Arikado. Alright, wait. What is the read the chat? What do you guys possibly want me to read? What is it? What is it? Oh. I've already said I retracted my apology to Jenazad, and he can eat my ass after he reached. Oh, wait, Saintontas is watching my stream right now. Wait, chat, is he live? Is Saintontas live right now? Is he live? Is bro live? Oh, it was 12 hours ago. Okay, you know what? Fair. Right? Fair game, right? This was 12 hours ago. I thought it was like literally right now. Like right now. Like 7 minutes ago. Like a time zone. Right? Okay, you know what? I retract. Saintontas is probably feeling a little bit ill. He can't stream, right? Maybe he needs a little bit more time to prep. It's okay. I retract this statement. I thought he just did it, right? Okay, so he retracts the apology to Jenazad. And he can eat my ass after he rejected my apology. So, let me get this straight, guys. Wait, let me get this straight, right? You retract the apology. Does that mean you want to imply whatever is it you're implying?
And imply something like PDF? You're essentially saying that every fan of Megi or every fan of Rosia is a PDF. That is literally what you're saying.
Or am I misrepresenting? You get what I'm saying? Read the chat again for Yo, you gotta stop ruining my flow, bro. Oh, wait. You are this. You are actually. Wait, chat. It was 8 minutes ago. Okay. So he's watching a stream then, right? I mean, there's my stream right now. There's my stream right now, right? He's watching a stream. Wait, why does he go live? Why does Saintontas not want to go live and try to like address me? Because I'm not even halfway through done on his claims on, or rather my claims, where he implies other creators to be PDFs. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna get crowd controlled by chat anymore. Every other time y'all want me to reach chat, I'm not gonna reach chat, right? Let me cool, bro, right? A chef has steps. I'm gonna continue, right? I'm gonna continue. So my next clip that I want to show, right, which is gonna be after Arikado, right? This is my next clip. It's basically gonna be this right here.
I wonder who's in the right. Do you think it's one person, or do you think it's every other human in existence? I don't know. Oh, man.
Hey, Jenna. I don't want to hear you saying shit like that until you show your DMs with Lacari, bro. Hey, your S6 Rosia look a lot different after that news. I'ma be for real. Sorry, bro. Hey, your S6 Rosia look a lot different after that news. I'ma be for real. I'ma be for real. Your S6 Rosia will be looking mad different after that.
Different how? Would you mind clarifying? Would you mind addressing this, Saintontas? Why would his S6 Rosia look different? Looking forward?
If you want to clear yourself, just show your DMs with Lacari, bro. It's all good. Hey, good luck with that one, bro. Hey, you asked for this heat. I told you. You know the climate. You know the thumbnails being made. You asked for this heat. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're not a victim.
Yep. So, Jenazad asked for this heat. Right? Jenazad, because of the climate that Saintontas is in, he asked to have his DMs with Lacari being questioned by Saintontas. So what does this have any relations with regards to the claims that you did not make? Right? Because whether or not you retract this apology or you don't retract this apology, I think your initial claim was you didn't imply that Jenazad was a PDF, right? Because that was you. That was you. If you're saying... Hold up.
I imply that there's a deeper meaning to that. All I said is he's a fan of Meigi and he's a fan of Rosia. That's it. And if you're an individual...
That's it. That's it, guys. Right? So your stance was basically you did not imply anything. You merely just said if it was fan of Meigi or if no one... Because it was after his apology as well. Right? So...
That's trying to take that to the next level and imply something like PDF. You're essentially saying that every fan of Meigi or every fan of Rosia is a PDF.
You are essentially saying... You are trying to paint this narrative that if you were to imply anything else with regards to Jenazad's S6 Rosia, as well as whatever you want to imply in Meigi, it's you, right? The viewers, it's the audience, right? It's the Pokke chatters, right? It's anybody that don't agree with your echo chamber. It's their opinion that they want to insinuate Jenazad as whatever it's gonna be. So if this was your original stance, then why are we having these takes regarding, you know, Arikado, regarding Jenazad, and leaking DMs with Lacari, and how would, like for example, you know, Zhao, we have this screenshot for Mr. Saintontas where you also implied Jenazad having something regarding Zhao from Zenless Zone 0. Because this is also you, right? This is also you, Saintontas. So my bottom line for this particular video is really just quite simple, right? What are you trying to imply with other creators with these statements that you have made, even before this apology or after this apology? Whether or not you took back this apology because Jenazad didn't accept it, whatever it's gonna be, sure, right? You don't want to apologize, whatever, right? But does that mean that you can just go around and imply creators are essentially whatever you want to imply them to be? All right, so that is going to be the address that I kind of want to see and hope that Mr. Saintontas can talk about. And before we wrap up this video, because like I mentioned, it is honestly really, really quick, right? It looks like your viewers are kind of losing their vision. Mr. XXTCC, right? TTC, right? This is a 3-month sub. Following since 2025 December, right? He was banned. Obviously. Right? Obviously. So, 3 months up, it is what it is. And then we also have another viewer following since August 2025. Unfortunately, also banned. Alright? It is what it is. Now, you guys feel free to try and find yourselves the context, right? Maybe I misrepresented the context. Maybe they didn't get banned. Maybe they got VIP'd. But wait, the votes are private, right? So, it ain't what to do. And this is your own Discord. I just hope his actual friends ask him what the fuck he's doing behind the scenes, or supposed friends. He's trying to make it same versus Pokke when it should be Pokke versus Simon, which, as the Saintontas guide maker, I already mentioned, I don't care about Simon. Saintontas, you could try to literally make use of others to do your dirty work. I don't really care. Simon, I know you are basically just some guy that got manipulated by others around you, so I don't even blame you. And I wouldn't even do anything against you, because I know at the end of the day, the main mastermind of all these things is ultimately gonna be Mr. Saintontas, trying every single trick in the book to divert attention to save his crumbling career that's gonna be right before his very eyes. So with that being established, the ball is back to his court, and I'm gonna continue this video because my focus is not for Simon. My focus has always been the main villain. Simon is the Mimi, alright? Simon is the red herring. Simon is gonna be what Saintontas wants me to be distracted by, so I can leave him alone. So, you know what to do. That's also from your Discord. I doubt he has one. He would need to have genuine friends for this to even be a possibility, right? Yeah, I suppose you're right. Some people are two-faced, so even CCs may not know the full, I'm guessing, this context. He doesn't have the decency to self-police. I doubt anyone around him will. And then this is gonna be, which is extremely disappointing. Now, as of this time, right, Saintontas doesn't really care, right? He doesn't care that he's losing subs, because at the end of the day for Saintontas, it's about views. Alright, whether or not he's gonna ban every single chatter from his community that doesn't agree with him, it doesn't matter to him, right? As long as Saintontas gets views, it will be fine. Now, what is not going to be fine though is 1 out of 3. Alright, this is 1 out of 3 for literally stealing my entire video on your channel. Saintontas, do you know what happens at 3 out of 3? By the way, feel free to ask your Oilers, ask your whoever it's gonna be to fund for your legal fees and try to take me to court and all that kind of stuff, right? You can hire like 100 lawyers. Every single one of them will tell you the exact same thing. You stole my content. You had a good grace of other creators to allow you to keep their content on your site. And because you have burned away this good grace, you have zero legal grounds to try and claim that those content was made because of you. Feel free to try it, alright? Bro, I am really looking forward to see if you want to take this to court, Saintontas. Like, I'm really, really looking forward, right? So, because the thing is, Saintontas, at this point, right, you're at 1 out of 3, right? And you still somehow think that I falsely strike you after you literally steal content from other creators, and you proceed to scold those same content creators that you stole from. I wonder how that will look like in the court of law. But that's gonna be a time for another story. Alright, so that is pretty much all I have. Oh. There's more coming up. Don't worry, right? There's more coming up. So that is gonna be our file for today. Kindly address what you have implied and said regarding your allegations on other content creators being PDFs. Looking forward to how that's gonna be. Word of the day is going to be what? Okay, wait. If this is gonna be a bonus round, I'll add it to the video. This is bonus. Saintontas, can you just go live, bro? Bro, why can't you go live? Wait, I just don't get it, bro. Bro, it's almost 1 a.m. my time, buddy. Why are you not live? Wait, don't you care about views? Wait, do you not care about views? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Wait, like, if you have something to address, bro, like, just feel free. Feel free. Right? And I think that it's really, really straightforward to address any of my points. Right? It's not straightforward. Like, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I mean it as this. And, oh, wait, chat. Ooh. Oh, chat. 07. I don't know how many months this guy was up, but he's definitely gone, so it is what it is. Yeah, right. Why is it so difficult to just simply address me? I guess it's just not going to happen then. Okay. Alright, now I'll just end it. Okay, wait, enough is enough, bro. Right, enough. Saintontas. Hi. You can just talk to me. Wait, Saintontas, you can just type in my chat, by the way. You can just hop on to my chat. Alright? Nothing will happen to you, right? I promise my viewers wouldn't like eat you or whatever. You can just hop on, right? Saintontas. I am your first copyright strike. Whether or not there's gonna be a second or a third, that's up to you. Because it might not even be me. Because only you yourself knows how many times have you stolen content from other content creators. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Hopefully that clears up the situation. Hopefully that clears up the situation. Or do you say anything else after that? Okay, you know what? I think this video has gone long enough. So, whenever you want to address, feel free, right? Okay.